Tom Brannon here. This week I'm in Orlando, Florida at the beautiful Gaylord Palms for Enterprise Connect 2024. Elizabeth, it's great to be here at the NICE booth. We got race cars going around. Tell me about your role at NICE.
Yeah, so I am the head of marketing for our digital and AI lines of business, which means I always get to work on the cutting edge brand new products, which is a phenomenal place to be. Yeah, and we're really focused on the use cases here. There are many different use cases now for Enlighten.
Yep.
Because we are thinking about how this works on CX1 as our holistic CX1 platform. But if we are embedding AI into that and you are collecting all of that data to inform the AI and therefore push, whether it's the customer experience, the employee experience, even operational leaders forward, you can start to create some really interesting and wild things. And our roadmap in a very large part is informed by the pains, the needs of the customers as they're coming to us, which is making us think about different things that we can help with this technology, which is creating this flywheel of some really cool stuff that I don't know if you'd asked me 3 years ago what we would be creating, whether I would have given you this answer, but I know it's absolutely what we need in this moment.
So Chris, it's great to be here at the OpenFin booth at Enterprise Connect. Tell me about what you guys have going on here this week.
Sure, super excited to be here. This is our second time ever at Enterprise Connect.
Oh, awesome.
And it's a big difference from the last time. Last time we were very much in the mode of learning and understanding and really digging into the use case of the contact center, which we've now realized is probably one of the most impactful applications of our product set that we can imagine. And so really what we're focused on doing is delivering a true enterprise browser that is productivity centric.
Okay.
So that agents, or really any employee within an enterprise that uses lots of different tools to do their job, switching back and forth between all these applications, lots of friction inherently involved with that. And so our tool set is really designed to make that as efficient as possible. Driving efficient workflows from start to finish. And that workflow efficiency is a big focus of actually what we're doing here at Enterprise Connect today, because we're now guaranteeing any contact center use case, largely the ones that we're meeting here today and for the past few days, we're guaranteeing at a minimum 20% efficiency boost for those agent workflows in their contact center.
Wow.
And that's been getting a lot of traction, a lot of attention, opening a lot of eyes.
So as Enterprise Connect kind of starts to wind down, I've been thinking of some of the things that make this event so special and why it's one of my favorites of the year. Let's start with content, because there really is a lot of great content here. A lot of the bigger companies do their keynotes, they make big announcements. And while this year wasn't necessarily the flashiest year, last year a lot of folks got their first exposure to kind of our modern AI tools. This year's more about those tools becoming products. So it's getting a little bit, some of the demos are neat, but it's not quite as new and flashy as it used to be. But it's more real now. These AI tools are making their way into products. They're actually generally available. Customers are buying them, they're implementing and using them. So it's great to see kind of the progress that we've had, where only a few companies were really doing AI, and now everybody is, obviously. And we're seeing a lot of traction in the AI space. So I look forward to next year kind of hearing more about the results of all of this activity. There was also some great breakout sessions, again, a lot centered around AI, but there's a lot of companies that are struggling with how to implement it. So it was great to hear from some large enterprise customers talking about things like governance and policy and training, and how to kind of quickly get this in the hands of their folks to use it, but also do it in a responsible, secure, ethical manner to make sure that it's not abused, it's not posing risk to the organization, but not lock it down completely, because there's so much value that can be had. So That there was some great content around that, and all in all, another solid schedule where we heard from customers, we heard from vendors, we heard from consultants, we heard from analysts, and again, that kind of breadth of that community is one of the things that makes this event so great. For my second takeaway, I want to talk about hardware. It's kind of crazy to think about hardware when everything's moving to the cloud, and we don't tend to spend as much time on that, but it's still a big focus at the event. There's a big focus on room systems. There's a focus on headsets, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6 companies on the show floor that make headsets. And these technologies, are actually becoming more important than they've ever been, especially with the hybrid worker, where you have someone working at home part of the time, then they come into kind of a hot desk scenario, and then they go into a room where they have remote participants. And we've seen all the major vendors really making improvements in the way their cameras work, in the way these room systems work, as well as in the way even things like simple headset works. We're seeing better noise canceling at the hardware level, also seeing it at the software or cloud level, to make all of these experiences better. I mean, we've kind of been struggling through poor connections and poor quality audio, but we're in a day and age now where that's just not acceptable. So it's great to see the hardware companies really playing even a bigger role than they ever have in solving these challenges. I've been coming to this event for a long time, and it's written in marker on my schedule. I wouldn't miss it, and one of the reasons is community. This is such a quality event, and you've got the entire industry here under this one glass roof, if you will. But having industry executives here, having partners here, having my fellow analysts here, my consulting friends, media, there's end user customers here. It's really kind of this entire industry coming together, and I just want to say the quality of people that are here is really extraordinary. I just love being in this place. I love being around these people. And it's really, I think, what sets this apart from the rest. There really is a sense of community. There is a lot of friendships that have been formed here. And I think it's kind of unique. I think this event has a different feel than a lot of other events. And I think that's why. So it's been a great week here at Enterprise Connect. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more. I got more trips coming up here in the next couple of months, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Convergence.